And we're jumping into Group 186. This one was a bit wild, genre-wise.
Oh, yeah. What do we have?
Wait, get this. Iron Maiden's The Final Frontier, huge, spacey, prog metal thing. Then the Shamen's Boss Drum, totally different, like psychedelic dance music.
Oh, okay.
And rounding it out, 2 early 2000s hard rock albums, Breaking Benjamin Saturate and Stain's Dysfunction.
That is quite the mix. Early 90s rave versus 2010s Maiden versus 2000s rock. How did that shake out?
Well, the first, maybe, big surprise wasn't who won, but who came second. The Shamen, Boss Drum.
Really? Ahead of the rap bands.
Yeah.
What was it about this 90s rave album?
So the source notes are really interesting here. The author apparently hadn't really explored rave music much, but found Boss Drum just intoxicating. Trippy was the word used. It's described as that psychedelic edge of early 90s UK pop.
Clever hooks making you want to dance and chill out.
Kinda, yeah. And it had some seriously catchy tracks backing that up. You know, LSI, Forever People.
And you have to mention Ebenezer Good, right? The big number one.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Infamous, really, for anyone who wasn't around or maybe missed the memo in 92.
Yeah.
Well, the lyrics are famously, let's say, coded references to ecstasy, which, you know, fits perfectly with that whole intoxicating vibe description.
Okay, so from psychedelic pop, we swing hard into early 2000s American rock, Breaking Benjamin's debut, Saturate, and Stain's Dysfunction.
Yep. And the main takeaway here, the critique in the source, it wasn't just about these two. It was kind of aimed at that whole wave. Three Doors Down, Edema, Alien Ant Farm were mentioned too.
What was the critique?
Well, a pretty staggering lack of sonic originality. Like, you could blindfold someone, play tracks from each, and they might struggle to tell them apart.
Wow, that's harsh. Indistinguishable. I bet fans would argue that point pretty strongly.
Oh, for sure.
Is the source saying all that post-grunge stuff is just the same? And how does that square with them still being enjoyable albums? Because people did enjoy them.
Yeah, that's the interesting part. The critique isn't quite that the music's bad. It's more that it's generic.
Right.
You know, the drop D tuning everywhere, the kind of angsty lyrics. They sound similar, yes, but maybe that familiarity, that wall of sound, is actually part of the appeal. Comfort food metal, almost.
Huh. Competent? Comforting? Predictable, maybe, but still enjoyable.
Okay.
But they weren't ranked equally. Saturate came out ahead of Dysfunction.
Clearly ahead, yeah. Breaking Benjamin had tracks like Forever and Shallow Bay mentioned as standout.
And Stained.
For Dysfunction, the only real highlight called out was the riff from Mud Shovel, which is a killer riff, admittedly.
Fair enough. But not enough to carry the whole album in this context.
Seems not. Neither of them could really challenge the group winner, though.
Which brings us to the behemoth, Iron Maiden. Their 15th album, The Final Frontier.
The space-themed one. This is Maiden pushing further into that progressive metal territory. Big, complex songs.
Epic sweeping guitars, yeah.
Yeah.
But this album, it came with a warning label, didn't it? A big one.
A very big one. The runtime. We're talking 76 minutes and 35 seconds.
Oof. 76 minutes.
Yeah. Just for context for you listening, that's their longest album ever. Longer than some classic double LPs like Pink Floyd's The Wall or Michael Jackson's Dangerous.
That's a commitment. The source actually called it a chore to get into.
It did.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny for a winning album, right? It demands patience, lots of it. 7 of the 9 tracks are over 6 minutes long.
That's a long way from, like, classic Maiden the Trooper 2-minute blasts of energy. This sounds like homework almost.
Well, it reflects maybe how listening habits have changed too, doesn't it? A 76-minute prog metal journey needs focus that, you know, a quick playlist shuffle just doesn't provide.
Really?
But in the end, the sheer quality won out. Especially the first half, apparently. Tracks like The Alchemist, the single El Dorado, they were strong enough.
Even though the source questioned if the quality maybe dipped a bit later on.
Yeah, there was a slight question mark over the second half if it maintained that peak. But overall, Maiden's quality shone through enough to take the top spot.
So despite the monumental length, Maiden wins Group 186. The final order then was Iron Maiden first.
The Final Frontier, yep. Then the Shamen, Boss Drum in second.
Then Breaking Benjamin Saturate third, and Stain's Dysfunction fourth.
Quite a journey through different sounds.
Definitely. Which leaves us and you with maybe a final thought to chew on. Given that reaction, especially the chore comment, can an album actually be too long, even if the music on it is winner quality? Is there a point where epic scope starts to work against immediate listener engagement?
That's a great question, something to ponder until the next deep dive.